This breakfast looks completely normal, but after 60, look closer.
The problem may not be the food everyone keeps arguing about. It may be what your breakfast has too much of and what it's missing completely.
In 15 minutes, we're going to rebuild this plate, and one simple test will tell you if yours passes. After 60, eating well isn't about chasing one miracle ingredient.
It's about getting meaningful nutrition from the food you actually eat.
As energy needs and appetite change, nutrient-dense foods become especially useful.
That makes breakfast an opportunity, not simply something to get through. Yet many breakfasts offer plenty of calories with surprisingly little nutritional variety.
So we're going to build the plate around 4 simple elements. And we're starting with the part many adults over 60 hear about constantly.
Protein. Protein provides amino acids used to build and repair body tissues.
And maintaining adequate protein intake matters as we grow older.
When anything is 2 hours. Eggs are one convenient option. Plain Greek yogurt offers another. Cottage cheese can work when sodium and dairy fit your needs.
Tofu gives you a versatile plant-based option. Sambers. Beans bring protein plus something we're about to talk about, fiber, a steady, rhythmic pattering of hard striking a ceramic bowl. And leftover fish can turn breakfast into something completely different. But protein does not automatically make every protein food an ideal everyday choice.
Less processed options make it easier to control sodium and saturated fat.
And here's the mistake: stopping here.
A protein source is useful, but it isn't the entire breakfast. The next part may be what keeps your plate from becoming nutritionally one-dimensional.
Fiber-rich foods belong in this conversation.
Oats can form a practical breakfast base. Whole grain bread can work alongside eggs or another protein. Beans contribute both carbohydrate and fiber, while also providing protein. The goal isn't to fear carbohydrates. It's to choose carbohydrate foods that bring more nutrition with them. A pastry can provide plenty of carbohydrate while offering little fiber or protein.
Compare that with oats, fruit, seeds, and yogurt.
The meal now contains several food groups instead of one refined source.
And breakfast starts looking more like a meal than a snack.
Protein, check. Fiber-rich carbohydrate, check.
Now comes the part most breakfast plates desperately need. Color. Vegetables and fruit dramatically expand the nutrient variety of breakfast. Spinach can disappear effortlessly into scrambled eggs.
Tomatoes and mushrooms can turn an ordinary omelet into a real meal.
Berries pair naturally with yogurt or oats. An apple, pear, peach, or orange can work too. Whole fruit generally gives you more intact fiber than juice. Use a generous visual presence of plants, rather than treating them like decoration. The difference becomes obvious the moment you compare the colors.
Many breakfasts are almost entirely beige. A better breakfast gives plants a visible role.
Protein, fiber, color. 3 pieces are now in place. There's one more ingredient, but this one is easy to overdo. Avocado can add flavor and unsaturated fat.
Nuts work beautifully with oats or yogurt. Seeds provide another simple option. A modest amount of liquid plant oil works for cooking vegetables. The issue isn't that one taste of butter ruins breakfast.
It's when several saturated fat-heavy foods stack onto the same plate.
And even nutritious fats remain energy-dense, so portions still count. Now we have the foundation of our perfect breakfast plate. But knowing what to add is only half the story. Because some breakfast habits can quietly overwhelm everything you just built.
First, don't let processed breakfast meat become the default protein every morning. Processed meats can contribute substantial sodium and saturated fat.
Rotate toward eggs, beans, dairy, tofu, fish, or other minimally processed options. When you buy packaged breakfast meats, check the label rather than trusting the front.
Second, watch breakfast foods that behave more like dessert. Pastries, heavily sweetened cereals, and oversized syrup-loaded breakfasts can deliver lots of added sugar. Added sugar is one line worth actually reading. Use fruit and spices to create sweetness without making sugar the main ingredient.
Third, don't accidentally drink a large share of breakfast.
Coffee can turn into dessert surprisingly quickly.
Water, unsweetened tea, or simpler coffee choices keep hydration straightforward.
And when possible, eat the fruit rather than relying entirely on its juice. Fourth, don't build the entire meal from refined carbohydrates alone. Pair a quality carbohydrate with protein and plants.
Portion size also changes the nutritional balance of the plate.
Fifth, Packaged breakfast foods can hide more sodium than you expect. Compare similar products and choose the option that better fits your needs. At home, herbs and spices can create flavor without making salt do all the work.
So what does all of this look like in real life? Here are 5 complete plates.
Plate 1. Eggs scrambled with spinach and tomatoes. Add whole grain toast for a fiber-rich carbohydrate. Finish with berries, and the plate suddenly contains several food groups.
Plate 2 doesn't need a frying pan.
Plain Greek yogurt supplies protein. Oats and berries add fiber-rich foods. A small portion of walnuts completes the combination.
Plate 3 turns oatmeal savory.
Add an egg and vegetables instead of loading the oats with sugar. It's warm, practical, and completely different from sweet breakfast cereal. Plate 4. Tofu, black beans, vegetables, and avocado.
This brings plant protein together with fiber-rich beans. And colorful vegetables stop breakfast from becoming nutritionally beige.
Plate 5. Leftover salmon, whole grain toast, tomato, and fruit.
Different foods, same structure. That's what makes the formula flexible. But your breakfast is often decided before you ever reach the kitchen. At the store, turn the package around. Look at added sugars. Check sodium. Notice saturated fat.
And see whether the food actually contributes fiber.
Then glance at the ingredient list instead of relying on healthy-looking packaging.
Words on the front are marketing. The nutrition panel gives you information.
The simplest breakfast foods often need the least convincing.
And now you're ready for the 5-second test I promised. Before eating breakfast, ask 5 questions. One, where is my protein? 2, where are my plants? 3, where is my fiber-rich food? 4, is the fat mostly coming from a sensible source and portion?
5. What am I drinking?
If your breakfast answers those 5 questions well, you're already thinking beyond individual superfoods. Remember the breakfast from the beginning? The biggest difference isn't one forbidden food. It's the pattern of the entire plate.
After 60, build breakfast around nutrient-dense foods you can enjoy and repeat.
What does your breakfast plate look like? Tell us below and subscribe for more practical, healthy aging nutrition.